Hey, welcome to workout number 6. We're going to be starting on the floor in the premier position, okay? Quick review, feet flat, 45-degree angle between the knees, lower back is rested, my neck is what? Relaxed, okay? So this exercise is called the side crunch. I'm going to show you the setup, and I'm going to show you the exercise. It's a little bit different, okay? So since you've done your crunches, right, I'm going to bring my hands into that same position, hands behind the neck, or the back of the head. I'm going to bring my elbows forward and together, covering my ears. Okay? I'm going to send my elbows towards the ceiling, and this makes what's called a cradle. All right? I'm sending my elbows towards the ceiling. I'm making a cradle. So when we crunch up, you're not going to pull your neck forward. You're going to send your elbows, making a cradle. You're going to lift your rib cage. Okay? That's the crunch. Now, for the side crunch, we're going to twist to one side. Okay? And it's very important, this shoulder, the shoulder you're twisting to, that side, you do not roll on the shoulder, okay? That is a roll. That is not a side crunch. So coming up and twist, make sure you're not rolling onto your shoulder, okay? That is the setup. The actual exercise is you're going to push your elbows and you're going to come up at the angle, okay? You're not coming up and twisting. You're just coming up at the angle, and you'll feel this contraction down your side. Okay, back down. Let's do the other side. We're going to do it with the breathing this time. Inhale. Exhale. Send the elbows forward. Crunch up to the side. Right? You're going at the angle. Make sure your opposite shoulder is off the floor. And I'm coming back down. Let's do 2 more each side. Breathe in. And exhale. Crunch up to the side. Hold. Good. And back down. Breathe in, exhale, push the elbows forward, crunch to the side and hold. And back down. Let's go. 1 more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Send the elbows forward, crunching up to the side and hold. Oh, yeah, feeling those abs already. Breathe in and exhale, crunch to the side and hold and relax. Okay, so now we're going to sit up, and in the next workout, we'll do some sit-ups, but we're going to sit up. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to roll to our sides and push ourselves up for now until we learn the other sit-ups, okay? So this exercise is called boat, and I'm going to show you the setup, and then I'm going to show you the exercise. The setup for boat is very important, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring my hands behind me. Now, I like to have my fingers facing back, but not all the way back. So I have this kind of like my thumbs are kind of facing to the side. All right, it's not super important, the hand positioning. But what I want you to feel is you're comfortable in your shoulders, okay? So our goal is to lift our feet up, right? But in order to lift our feet up, we're going to have to lean back. Now, this is the setup. This is why it's so important. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to lift our rib cage, right? Lifting our rib cage just like we do standing posture, lifting our rib cage, okay? Now, from here, I'm going to lean back by bending my elbows, okay? I'm going to bend my elbows. Right? I'm not leaning back and picking my hips up. I'm bending my elbows, and don't sink your posture. Lean back and then lift the feet up, okay? This is beginning boat right here. You can hold this, and look, open the ribs, right? Open the ribs, sitting up nice and tall. Now, for more advanced, you're going to let go, and your hands are going to come forward, okay? Make sure, folks, you're not crunching. We're lifting up nice and tall, and we're holding. Our neck is relaxed. Okay, and release. So that's boat, and in this series, we're going to be working a lot of different boats, but that's the beginning boat, okay? So let's go into side plank. So this exercise is called side plank. Now, also the setup, very important, okay? So we're going to start on our knees. Everyone does side plank on their knees, okay? 45-degree angles again. And what you want to look for is a hand is essentially even with your legs. Like if you have a mat, you can make a fist and your knuckles are in line with your knees, okay? The next most important piece is I want to take this top hip, this is called the long hip, and I want to lengthen this hip, okay? Get that long hip, sending your hip towards your heels. And if you're very astute, what you'll see is as I lengthen my hip, what's happening to my shoulder? It's getting away from my ears, okay? It's easier to focus on the hip than on the shoulder. So long hip, boom. I call this pose model. We're modeling, okay? Now, 2 more keys for the setups. One is do not put weight on your elbow right here. You want to essentially have the weight in the middle of your arm, even your wrist, though it's very hard to get the weight in your wrist, okay? Now, keep your long hip, and what we're going to do is push your legs into the ground, and lift up. You're like, geez, I don't know, side plank had so many technique, and that's the thing is we want to get this really, really good, okay? It's all about the setup, because the thing is if you drop into the shoulder, if you don't have the long hip, you're training all these bad mechanics. This is going to be the best, nice long position, okay? Last piece is don't roll back. Essentially, don't roll forward, but you want to feel like you're leaning slightly forward, okay? And we're holding, relaxing the neck. Now, as I said previously, there are a lot of different kinds of side planks in this workout. I will introduce 2, and later in the series, we will explore more side planks, okay? And relax. So you can just turn to the other side. I'm going to flip around so you guys can see me, okay? So let's walk through this setup really a little bit quicker, okay? So 45-degree angles with the knees. My hand is in line with my legs. I'm going to create that long hip by sending my hip towards my heels, nice and long. Good. Now from here, boom, I'm going to push my knees into the ground, and lift up, okay? I'm not leaning back, I'm not crunching forward, but I feel slightly, let's call it motivated forward, okay? And my weight is where? It's not on my elbow, it's in the middle of my arm, and we're going to lock this in, and we're going to hold. For most of the series, we'll be doing 30-second side planks, maybe pushing to 40 seconds, never longer than a minute. I just don't believe in that kind of stuff. There's so many good core exercises, you don't need to hold the side plank for a minute. You'll also learn very fast that I like to talk in side plank to distract you. Okay, good. Let's breathe and relax, okay? So we have one more exercise for the series. I'm going to come around here, and we're going to go back into the premier position, okay? Now, this exercise is called extended bridge. And yet again, setup is everything. So for extended bridge, my toes are going to come up. So I have the weight in my heels. I'm going to bridge up, not Pilates bridge. I'm going to just bridge up straight, okay? Now, this would just be a glute bridge with my toes up. To make it an extended bridge, I'm going to walk my feet and heels away from my head. Now, some people ask me, how far out should I go? Well, don't go straight, okay? Come in, keep your knees slightly bent. But the key for extended bridge isn't necessarily how far away my feet are. It's how hard am I pressing my heels in and hooking. I'm hooking my feet into the ground and pulling up. You should feel a huge contraction in your back of the legs. That's the science term. Driving in and holding. You'll start to feel your core going. Make sure you're pushing into the floor. It's an active exercise, not passive. We're not just hanging out. It's active and release. Okay, let's go through the workout. You ready? They're like, what? I thought that was a workout. All right, hands behind the neck. Bring your elbows forward. Inhale. We're going to side crunch to the left and up and hold. 2, 3, and relax. Good. To the right. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch up and hold. 2, 3. Back down. Good. Breathe in. Exhale to the left. Crunch up and hold. 2, 3. Back down. Breathe in. And exhale. Crunch up to the right. Hold. 2, 3. Back down. Breathe in. Exhale. Crunch to the left and up. And hold. 2, 3. Back down. One more to the right. Breathe in. And exhale. Crunch up. And hold. 2, 3. And back down. Turning onto your side. Let's go ahead. Sit up. We're going into boat. Okay. So my hands are behind me. Right. My fingers are slightly turned out. I'm going to lift my rib cage. Bend my elbows. Lift my feet up. As soon as my feet come up, I'm lifting my posture nice and tall. If you're ready, slide your hands forward and hold for boat. And lift. Okay, we're just going to hold it here. Now, folks, if it's feeling easy, you're probably leaning back too much and you're not sitting up. We got to sit up nice and tall. You want to almost feel a stretch in your stomach. We're going to hold. Good. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced, go ahead and extend your legs out and hold. This is essentially a boat. 3, and relax. Feet comes down. All right, let's go into side plank. Here we go, side plank. And I will show you another option for side plank, a little more challenging, okay? So, knees are bent, hands in line with my knees, Create that long hip, press your knee down into the ground, and lift. All right, so set your side plank up. Make sure you're motivated forward. Should feel it in the, well, the side plank. Okay, so this is essentially called beginning side plank. I'm going to show you what we call, boom. There you go. Your leg is out, top leg out, hold right here. The reason I didn't say the name is I realized I don't have a name for this one. So we're going to hold, relax the neck. Make sure this hip that's in the air is tight. If you're not there, folks, you're here. But I think most of us will be here right now. Good. And relax. That was 40 seconds. Go ahead and do the other side. So we're here. Boom. Okay. Like so. Hand in line with the knees. Sending the long hip, right? Pushing the knees down. Start the timer and go. So you're motivated forward. We're going to hold, folks. And side plank's one of those things, it's not going to get easy. You're never going to do a side plank and be like, wow, I felt nothing. You're always going to feel something. But as you get stronger, we're going to try more advanced versions that recruit more muscles. So right now, this is a great exercise. You wouldn't necessarily have to progress this. Usually with most people I will, but you don't necessarily have to. But what we want to do is as we start getting stronger, start kicking that leg out, okay? Now I got my hip going, right? My core has a more extended challenge because my leg is further away from the center. So have a little more of a challenge. Also, you'll notice your shoulder starts to get a little bit of action. And relax, okay? Let's go on to our backs. I don't know, I just like going around like that. Okay, here we go. Feet flat, hands down, toes up, bridge. Walk your heels away from your hips. Drive your heels into the ground. Drive your heels into the ground. And hold, okay? I cannot stress enough, this is an active exercise. People like to just hang out. Well, I'm just hanging out. And that, you'll still feel the workout, but I want you pushing your heels in. Pushing those heels in. Okay, and I'm aligning my hips. That's kind of why I keep pressing there. I like to have a good hip alignment. Okay, hold, press the heels, 10 seconds. 4, good. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to speed it up, all right? So hands underneath the neck. Breathe in. Exhale. Send the elbows forward. Crunch and hold to the side. 2, 3. Back down. Breathe in. Exhale. Crunch up and twist to the side and hold. 2, 3. Back down. Breathe in. Exhale. Crunch up to the side and hold. 2, 3. Back down. Breathe in. Exhale, send the elbows forward. Make that cradle. Don't pull your neck. And back down. Breathe in. Exhale to the left. Make sure you're not rolling onto that shoulder. You're lifting up and back down. Breathe in. Exhale. Send the elbows forward. Crunch and hold. Good. And back down again. Breathe in. Exhale. Send the elbows forward. Crunch and hold. And back down. Breathe in. Exhale. Crunch the shoulders to the side and hold. You guys are awesome. Back down. Let's go ahead, turn, and we're going to sit up, and let's go into boat here. So for boat, adjust the microphone. All right, so for boat, hands back, posture up, lifting the rib cage, bend your elbows, lift your feet. Okay? Once my feet are lifted, slide my hands forward and lift the ribs. Lift the ribs. Okay? My ribs are nice and lifted. If you're ready, start to straighten your legs out slow. Boom, for boat. Okay, there's no need to get them super high yet. We're not doing that one yet. That one will come. Focus on your posture, 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 posture. And relax. Nice job. Let's go into side plank right here. Bend the knees, right? Long hip, press the knees, lift up, and let's go to work. Good, hold. All right, I'm going to show you the second or the third option. So top leg out, boom. That's option 2. Option 3, bring this foot in front. Some people literally grab it and elevate this back leg. Okay, this is full side leg prep. We're prepping for the full side plank. Okay, my foot's in front. Yes, there's weight on it. My whole leg is this hip all the way off the ground. Motivated forward still, folks, okay? Keep that weight going. Use this leg. Use your leg that's on the floor. Pushing in. Everything's contracted. Good. This looks a little complicated. I assure you, you got it. and relax. Okay, let's go to the other side. Almost done with the workout. You ready? So from here, one more time. Long hip, right? Push the knees down. Lifting up and hold. Good. Lifting up and holding. All right. There's the timer. Okay, extend that top leg out and hold. Get that glute muscle going, right? You want to feel that glute. Working, working, working. Okay, very nice. Now, bring that foot in front. If you have to grab it and move it, that's fine. Extend the bottom leg out, lift this hip, and hold. Good. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Up, 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 up. Using this front foot, right? Make sure you're not rocking onto your elbow. Keep your weight motivated forward. Hold. Good. And relax. Nice job. Final exercise, folks. So we're here. Let's lay flat. Toes up. Hips up. Hands down the sides. Walk your feet forward and hold. Driving your heels in. Okay, lifting your hips up. Good. Holding. Breathe. Those core muscles should be on fire. Okay, breathe. Good. Lifting nice and tall. Everything's calm and relaxed. We're coming down. We're coming down. We're coming down. And release. Good. So let's go ahead and sit up. And workout complete. Nice job, folks. All right, at this point in the series, the exercises are probably starting to feel a little bit more challenging. I encourage you to keep moving through the series and trying new exercises every single time. You may hit a point where you're like, okay, I can't do any of these exercises, and that's fine. Stop there, go back to the other ones. But I assure you, as you guys keep practicing, you will be able to get all the way through the series, and by the end, you're going to be performing high-level core exercises, and your core will be what? Stronger. Okay? So I'll see you in the next workout.